好啦，呢一個閱讀理解係最主要講乜嘢咧？就係話即係電腦可唔可以取代人啦，或者個畫家去畫咗一幅即係傑作出嚟。咁我哋睇一睇呢一度啦。Can a computer ever create a true work of art? Is it possible to tell the difference between art created by a living human and art created by a soulless machine？ 咁個作者其實質問一樣嘢咧，就係話究竟電腦係咪真係可以畫畫咧？即係可唔可以即係除咗計數之外，可唔可以有藝術嘅天分咧？電腦咁亦都可唔可以就係話分辨究竟一幅畫，即係究竟即係可以 tell the difference，即係可唔可以話俾你聽咧？究竟嗰個係人畫嘅，抑或係一個機械畫嘅、機器畫嘅一幅畫咧？咁可唔可以分到咧？咁呢一篇文章咧就最主要就講咗一啲人嘅觀點啦。These questions are at the heart of a recent research project by Microsoft entitled The Next Rembrandt。Rembrandt 係咩人嚟嘅咧？係一個好出名嘅一個畫家。Rembrandt of course was a Dutch 咧，即係意思係荷蘭人啦，係一個荷蘭嘅畫家。A Dutch painter who lived from 1606 to 1669. He is considered not only to be the greatest Dutch artist of all time, but also one of the greatest artists in history. His haunting portraits have long been said to express deep emotional truths, which has put them at the center of his output。 好啦，呢一個 Rembrandt 咧係一個即係荷蘭嘅畫家啦，咁就係已經係幾百年前㗎啦，已經係成400年前嘅一個畫家。咁而佢咧就係一個即係唔單止係喺荷蘭裏邊一個最偉大嘅畫家，亦都係呢個歷史上其中一個好出名嘅畫家之一嘅，佢亦都係。睇翻啦 ，Rembrandt 咧就係呢一個係佢啦，咁而佢嗰啲畫咧都係嗰啲即係一啲比較舊式嘅一啲畫，但係佢係一個好出名嘅，呢一張相係好出名嘅一幅，即係呢個佢當時畫嘅一啲畫咧係當時就咁徒手畫嘅一啲畫，係好出名嘅一啲畫。好啦，佢啦 his haunting portrait， 即係佢自己畫自己嘅自畫像啦，就係能夠可以有咩咁特別咧？就可以 express deep emotional truths，which has put them at the centre of his output， 而令到佢咧佢嘅傑作 output， 即係佢嗰個出品啊之中咧一個即係一個其中一個最高嘅地位就係佢自己畫嘅，即係嗰個自己嘅自己畫嗰啲肖像啦。好啦，我哋睇翻呢個第一條問題啦。What contrasts 點解咧？係解對比啦。Does the writer emphasize in the coming paragraph？ 就究竟喺文章裏邊咧，就係佢強調咗乜嘢嘅對比咧？咁頭先都講過啦，個對比就係究竟電腦同埋人啊，電腦同埋一個人嘅分別，究竟即係電腦可唔可以畫到一個真人畫到嘅畫咧？咁其實最主要個 difference 就係 the difference 呢度咧係直接係冇得抄嘅，咁所以咧 the difference 或者 the contrast 都得。The difference between humans and machines 就係佢最主要咧就係想比較一下咧，就係人同埋機器咧究竟有啲咩分別。第二題啦 ，What are the most important examples of Rembrandt's art？ 究竟其中一個比較重要嘅即係最重要嘅一個嘅例子係乜嘢咧？咧有文章裏邊咧就有講過話佢係 his haunting portraits have long been said to express deep emotional truths which has put them 呢度有講 at the centre of his output。咁既然咧就係話佢係 centre， 即係意思係佢嘅所有嘅作品 output， 即係意思佢嘅作品啦，可以話佢嘅作品嘅中心，即係 that means 係比較重要嘅地位，比較佢個 portrait 就係比較佢嘅肖像啦，係比較重要嘅一啲畫啦，即係佢嗰啲畫之中咧最出名就係佢嗰啲肖像。所以咧what are the most important examples of Rembrandt's art 啦？咁你會寫翻咧就係佢嗰啲肖像畫啦。The most important examples of Rembrandt's art， 咁呢度咧就係乜嘢 are his portraits。咁嗰個 haunting 係唔需要嘅， 即係佢嗰個嘅嗰啲肖像啦。咁仲有咧點解咧？就係because 點解係會係咁重要啊 ？Importance 點解係個 centre？咁點解咧？裏邊咧就講過話，因為佢哋咧係 express deep emotional truths，即係話咧透過佢嗰啲肖像咧，你可以感受到佢哋嗰個即係嗰個情緒嗰個嘅表達咁嘅意思。就係 because they 即係指翻嗰啲 portraits 啦，portraits 就 express the emotional truth， 即係話咧能夠表達到嗰個嘅嗰啲情緒嘅感覺咧，從嗰幅畫就會睇到有好多個唔同嘅情緒出嚟啦。Therefore, you might be suspicious if someone told you that a computer could paint just like Rembrandt。好啦，咁於是 suspicious 咧就係點解咧？你會好懷疑啦，你會好懷疑話電腦可以畫到一個咁出名作家嘅畫，你就會開始懷疑啦。The Dutch master of human emotion is surely inimitable。點解咧？呢一度咧，即係話佢嘅能夠表達人嘅情緒咧，係 inimitable 係解乜嘢咧？就係唔能夠即係 can't be copied，即係唔可以咧俾人哋可以模仿到嘅。However, a team of Microsoft researchers recently trained computers to look for patterns that run across all of Rembrandt's paintings。好啦，咁佢哋咧。Microsoft 微軟嘅一啲嘅研究者咧，就點樣啊 ？Trained computers， 即係佢哋咧訓練電腦咧，去尋找佢嗰啲畫畫嘅一啲嘅 pattern 啊，即係有冇一啲嘅系統啦。咁然後咧就點樣咧 ？For example, how he paints eyes or how he uses light. Using this information, they then programmed the computer to produce a portrait in the same style。好啦，即係話咧。佢哋第一步咧就係先要將揾啲人啦，就要 train 個電腦去揾啲 pattern， 去 look for patterns，然後咧就之後明白佢點樣畫一啲嘢之後咧，就將佢 program 翻入去電腦，叫個電腦咧去再畫翻佢嘅畫。好啦，我哋去睇翻呢一度啦。Why might you be suspicious that a computer could paint just like Rembrandt？ 點解你會懷疑啊？因為電腦係乜嘢啊？一個機器啊嘛，即係意思係唔係有靈魂，係一個人嚟噶嘛。咁佢哋缺乏嘅係乜嘢咧？人有而佢冇嘅嘢咧，就係 human emotion。嗱，佢有講過話 The Dutch master of human emotion is surely inimitable， 係解乜嘢咧？係佢個即係意思係佢嘅人嘅表達人嘅感覺咧，係完全係唔可以複製到嘅。而咧就係話人同機器嘅分別咧，就係佢能夠表達到一啲嘅 emotions， 而佢機器咧就應該係唔可以啦。咁所以我哋睇翻呢一度啦 ，Why might you be suspicious that a computer could paint just like Rembrandt？ 點解你會懷疑咧？你會寫翻咧就係 This is because computers cannot understand human emotion。係啦，即係唔可以咧能夠正式能夠感受到人嘅emotion 啦，或者 computers do not have human emotion。第四題啦 ，What were the two main stages of the next Rembrandt project？ 究竟下兩個嘅階段係乜嘢咧？咁頭先我哋都略略已經講咗㗎啦。第一個階段咧，就首先要點樣啊？係 look for patterns， 然後 look for patterns 之後咧，第二咧就要 program the computer to produce in the same style， 要將佢咧係要同一個要差唔多嘅形式嘅一啲嘅畫作啦。咁所以呢兩個 stages 咧就係兩個階段啦。咁邊兩個階段咧？就係首先啦，你就用 first 去寫啦。First, the computer finds pattern， 即係話咧係揾翻嗰個patterns 啦 in the painting。而第二步咧，你用 comma 啦，跟住 and then 就第二步啦。 and then produces something in the same style。就係先要研究啦，要研究佢嗰個 pattern，然後之後咧就係創作一啲接近 style 嘅嘢。That may sound quite simple, but the process was actually extremely complicated。嗱，聽嚟就好似好簡單啦，揾 pattern 然後跟住畫啦。但係人哋係一個即係好偉大嘅作家，而畫到咁樣咧，即係好似真係影相仲靚過影相咁樣咧，真係好困難一件事。咁其實就係佢話咧，呢個過程係 extremely complicated，即係極度複雜嘅。As the head of the project, Joe Thompson has explained。而家我哋出現咗第一個人啦，就講話啦。呢個係咩嘢咧？係 head of 呢個 Microsoft project 咧就講啦。Although the computer has done the heavy data processing, real humans had to program it to do this, and then to be able to turn that information into the finished product。即係話咧，唔係話電腦就識得去研究個 pattern 嘅，而係需要有真人去 program 呢啲嘅pattern 擺入去個電腦度，等電腦可以去分析，然後最終咧就會畫嗰個 finished product。OK， 咁呢一個最尾嘅畫作咧，就係一定要透過人輸入咗去嗰個電腦嗰度先嘅。There has still been a lot of human effort involved， 即係需要好多人啦 ，but not in producing the painting itself。嗱，電腦咧就會用嚟負責畫畫嘅，但係人咧就需要係設計，即係寫好多程式落去嗰個嘅嗰個電腦裏邊啦，令到個電腦能夠分析佢個 pattern，然後電腦去畫啦。好啦，接住啦 ，What makes the portrait produced by the computer particularly special is that it was 3D printed。即係話咧，嗰個因為頭先我哋講過話 Rembrandt 咧就係最出名係佢嗰啲 portrait， 即係嗰啲肖像畫啦。咁而呢一個 finished product 咧，當然個電腦就係要畫翻佢最出名嘅嘢啦，就係 the portrait 嘛。咁於是咧 the finished product 咧就係指 the portrait produced by the computer。OK， 當然咧就係 in the style of Rembrandt 啦，當然以翻即係以 Rembrandt 嗰個藝術嘅手法啦。咁我哋所以你睇翻呢一度啦，就會係 What does the finished product in paragraph 4 refer to？ 咁你會寫翻啦 ，the finished product in paragraph 4 refer 嗱 refer 記住要加 s 因為 does 啊嘛 ，refers to the portrait。頭先我哋講過咧，佢最叻嘅就係畫肖像，咁所以電腦咧都要模仿嗰個肖像啦。produced by the computer 就係嗰個就係佢嘅製成品啦。當然咧就係一定係唔係普通嘅求其一幅畫啦，係 in the style of Rembrandt。咁呢個可以唔寫嘅呢一個。好啦，接住啦，咁佢話咧係令到呢幅畫呢幅肖像係 especially special is that it was 3D printed， 係即係原來係3D 製作嘅喎。就as a result, not only was the look of a Rembrandt painting reproduced, but the texture was as well。即係話唔係好似我哋電腦咁樣打印機咁樣咧，就冇咗嗰個即係嗰個嘅，因為你畫畫咧啲嘢上面係有層次噶嘛，即係你油上去會一層一浸一浸。咁所以佢 3D 咧，即係話唔單止咧係嗰個即係嗰個顏色嘅樣係似，兼且咧就係連個 texture， 即係連個感覺嗰個觸感都係一樣嘅。咁所以咧就會係呢個係佢個即係特別之處啦。就係佢嘅特別之處就係好 special， 就係第一佢係 3D 啦，第二咧就係佢咧係令到嗰個 texture， 即係嗰個嘅質感咧係都存在嘅。咁 what effect did the computer's portrait have and why was it so special？ 咁你就會講啦，就會係 it was 3D printed， 即係用 3D 打印啦去畫啦。which meant that It reproduced Rembrandt's produced 應該係 reproduced the texture， 即係嗰個質感 the texture of Rembrandt painting。好啦 ，identify which of the following statements are true 呢？我哋要睇埋，因為除咗仲有一個 Will Harrison 我哋未睇。咁既然電腦可以畫到畫，咁於是好多人都可能會好質疑啦。咁佢就話啦 ，So what does the end result look like? It certainly looks like a Rembrandt， 即係話哇，竟然幅畫咧就好似係一個真係 Rembrandt 畫嘅畫喎。Says art historian Will Harrison。咁原來 Will Harrison 咧就係一個藝術嘅歷史學家。But there's something that's not quite right about it， 即係咩意思咧？即係話咧，好似有啲嘢感覺好奇怪，唔係好啱嘅。It's an impressive technological feat。feat 咧即係一個功績啊，即係一個 achievement， 即係話咧係一個成就啦，就係話竟然呢電腦係可以模仿到一個大畫家嘅一個嘅藝術作品。But I don't think it's a work of art， 即係唔係一個藝術嘅唔係一個藝術嘅作品啦。Joe takes a different view， 而 Joe 係邊個咧？我提翻你啦，就係之前我哋講過嘅 project head 啦，即係嗰個 Microsoft 嘅呢個 project 嘅個頭啦，就話覺得唔同啦，佢就唔同意。佢 Of course is a work of art， 而佢認為呢一個咧就係一個藝術品嚟嘅。He says, "It looks amazing and certainly expresses human emotion for me." 佢話當然係有好多嘅人嘅感覺喺裏邊啦，同埋咧佢當然因為佢係搞呢個 project， 咁佢當然係好欣賞幅畫啦。You will have to see the painting for yourself and from your own opinion on whether a machine has made a masterpiece。咁你即係話咧要真正用你親眼去睇咧，即究竟就研究下究竟呢個電腦有冇製作到一個真係一個傑作出嚟啦。咁所以睇翻呢一度啦 ，identify which of the following statements are true， 究竟邊一個咧係真就係啱嘅啦。Will Harrison 咧，頭先我哋咪講話嗰個係歷史學家嚟嘅，佢有 mixed feeling， 即係又好又加埋又唔好，即係佢又覺得佢有講過話乜嘢啊？佢話咧係。佢話 It certainly looks like， 佢話真係即係呢個係正面啦，即係話好似真係 Rembrandt 畫嘅畫喎，但係佢有個 but 啊，就話咧好似咧呢一個咧有啲少少有啲嘢欠缺咗 ，there's something that's not quite right about it， 有啲嘢好似好奇怪咁，唔係好合理，所以咧佢係 has mixed feeling about the computer portrait 啦係 true 㗎，所以 A 係啱。The computer was unsuccessful in imitating 即係 copying。佢嘅 Rembrandt 嘅畫錯啦，因為後面畫咗出嚟噶嘛。Joe Thompson 即係呢個 project 個 head 咧 ，does not consider the portrait to be a work of art， 錯啦。佢有講過話，佢話 of course is a work of art， 即係話佢相信呢一個係一個藝術作品。另外啦 D 啦 ，the portrait is the result of hard work by humans。Not just technology， 咁當然啱啦，因為頭先有講過話乜嘢咧，就係話there has still been a lot of human effort， 即係有好多要人嘅工序喺度，咁所以就一定咧唔係淨係機器嘅畫作啦，係人都要依然有判好多嘅努力落去先至可以畫到嗰幅畫嘅。第二首 comprehension 咧係一首詩啦，係講一隻馬啦 ，majestic creatures。majestic 係解好壯麗，即係好靚咁嘅意思。Galloping through the wind and rain, faster than humans ever will run. Knowing no fear and knowing no pain, the stallion shines like the morning sun. Stallion 係解馬，即係一隻馬。咁而呢隻馬咧就好似即係佢講緊係好似個太陽咁。咁其實你見 galloping 咧都已經知道係一定係馬先至會 gallop 噶啦。咁所以就係會嗰種跑嗰個擬聲法啦。OK， 咁即係話佢快過人啦，又唔驚啦，同埋咧又唔怕苦啦。咁總之咧就係佢係好 special 咁嘅意思。There is nothing in all of time and space, whether made by nature or made by man, which can match the beauty and the grace of a horse running as fast as it can。即係話咧，世界上咧冇其他嘢啦，喺時間同埋空間裏邊啦，究竟係大自然做，抑或係人做啦，可以能夠 match 到一隻馬嘅嗰個 beauty 即係好靚，同埋個 grace 即係好優雅咁嘅意思。而嗰個即係因為馬咧好即係好靚好優雅。咁樣咧就話隻馬跑咧，個作者就認為隻馬跑咧係好靚。Not only pretty but useful too. Throughout the history of the human race, horses have served us, me and you, in farming, war and steeplechase。咁佢講咧隻馬咧就係好有用啦，包括係喺耕種啦。喺戰爭啦，又或者咧係咩叫 steeplechase 咧？係解乜嘢咧？係一個比賽 ，a long race in which horses have to jump over fences, water, etc. 就係一場比賽，即係喺啲馬術比賽裏邊。That's not to say that humankind has always cared for horses well， 即係話咧，但係咧 ，not to say 即係有啲人類啦，就唔係經常都照顧啲馬照顧得好好嘅。Several cases come to mind when humans put these species through hell。嗱，呢一度咧就係人類將呢啲咁樣嘅動物咧，就係hell 係解地獄咁嘅意思啦，即係對佢哋好差啦。Oh, equine splendor never fade， 即係話咧呢個字點解咧？即係馬嘅嗰個 splendor， 即係意思係好靚 beautiful 咁嘅意思，係永遠都唔會消失嘅。Shine bright horses evermore。In field and wood and town and glade 咧係一個 open area。呢個咧就係horses 嘅嘢，總之 shine bright horses shine and soar， 即係話咧係飛啦。咁我想講咧，其實唔係需要識晒所有嘅字啦。咁第一題啦 ，which word in the first stanza means a male horse？ 咁其實咧你會見到嗱，我教你個方法啦。雖然有啲字我知道你唔識解啦，佢話 of a horse 啊嘛。咁喺呢度個位就話俾你聽先就係馬。咁呢一度第一段邊隻係馬咧，其實咧你會 galloping 係呢一個，你會係 ing， 因為一個係形容詞，一係就動詞嘅啫。咁humans 啦名詞，但係真正呢個係 the 後邊咪一個名詞咯。咁你同一個位其實你都估到 stallion 係應該係馬咁嘅意思啦。第二題啦 ，What does the poet think is the most beautiful thing in the universe？ 成個宇宙最靚嘅嘢係乜嘢咧？唔可以就係寫馬喎，你睇翻呢一度啦。佢話咧就係 There's nothing in all of time and space， 即係話喺時間同埋空間之中 ，whether made by nature or by man or made by man， 即係人類或者係大自然啦。Which can match the beauty and the grace？ 咁究竟係乜嘢咁靚咧？就係 a horse running as fast as it can， 即係冇嘢靚得過咧，係一隻馬喺度奔跑中咁嘅意思，就唔可以淨係 a horse。如果淨係寫 a horse 咧，就係錯嘅。咁所以咧係 What does the poet think is the most beautiful thing in the universe 咧？就係a horse running 啦。咁可以就係咁寫啦，又或者寫埋咧 as fast as it can， 即係可以好似佢跑得咁快咧，就係一個最靚嘅嘢。Write 4 rhyming words from the second and third stanza。咁呢一個咧就比較明顯啦，你會見到咧第二段同第三段咧就係 space grace 係咪？仲有race 同埋steeplechase。咁你會寫翻呢一度咧就係 space 啦。race 啦 grace and steeplechase。好啦 ，What phrase in the poem means treat horses very badly？ 即係對隻馬好差嘅 meaning 係邊個字咧？嗱，記住 phrase 嘅意思咧，就係即係中文係片語啦，就係一定係 more than a word， 即係多過一個字嘅，就唔可以得一個字。咁你會見到咧，呢度有一句子咧，就 put these beasts through hell， 就係將呢啲咁嘅動物咧，就係好似擺喺地獄一樣啦。咁即係話咧，佢哋係 treat them very badly 啦。咁所以咧就係 put these beasts through hell。好啦 ，which word in the poem means related to horses？ 即係同啲馬有關嘅咧。咁呢個其實比較難嘅，因為咧其實我知你哋唔識解呢個字啦。哦，呢個 equine splendor never fade 咧，即係會係 disappear 咁嘅意思。而 splendor 即係佢好壯麗、好壯觀，好似上面講 majestic， 即係好靚 beautiful 咁嘅意思，即係永遠都唔會消失。咁我哋睇翻呢個字點解啦？就係 equine 係指 connected with horses like a horse。equine disciplines like such as dressage and show jumping。OK，equine 即係同學馬有關嘅一啲嘢。好啦，咁但係其實都有辦法知道㗎。Splendor 係解乜嘢咧？呢個其實係呢一個